Thank you. We will start our session. So in our today's session, we'll start with Java transformation. Welcome once again. And our today's session, we are going to learn about Java transformation. This Java transformation is used to implement the Java code in our Informatica project. For some of the real-time applications, right, real-time scenarios, where we will use this Java for easy processing the data. Okay, like encryption, decryption, encoding the data, decoding the data. Like we need to generate some numbers. Okay, some transaction even numbers, some numbers, some specified to a particular numbers for this particular to identify the each transaction in order to hide that numbers, how the numbers are generated. So we'll go for something like a Java transformation in order to create some kind of business numbers, some encryption, decryption, all these numbers, right? We will go for this Java transformations. We'll implement this business use cases. So either Java will be used as active or passive. So what is this active, right? So whenever you are going to take the Java transformation, you can say it's an active transformation or passive. So you know active, what is active? If the Java transformation is going to have multiple records in target, that will be your active. Okay, so single record, multiple records. So the number of record is getting changed in the target, in the output, then it will become active, right? So passive, so we are going to give some passive transformation logic, then we can take that Java as passive. So this is what the Java. So in order to use the Java transformation, we should know the Java concept very well. Okay, we should create, at least we should take the Java code from the online resources, and we have to make use of the Java code here. Just we will take one table. So if you look at here, I will take this particular, I will connect to this repository. I will take this particular table. So I have the data like this. Okay. Give me a minute, it's connecting. I will take this particular table, the source. Select start from s_customer table, customer_Java. So I kept for naming convention for to understand easily for Java. So you look at here, customer ID, customer name, customer date of birth. I have like this, and mobile numbers. So I have mobile number like this. We have for single customer, we have different mobile numbers. Okay. So the use case is here. I have to split this mobile number into 3 mobile numbers for this particular customer. So 1 record in source, 3 record in target, 1 record in source, 4 record in target. So based on the mobile number, I have to split. So this is some use case. So this can be achieved in expression transformation also. Okay, you can take the expression variable port. You can encounter this this particular tilt symbol, and then you can go for some looping, and then you can get it. But it's very difficult, right? Looping concept in expression is lot of variable port. It will take a lot of memory also. It will take a lot of time. But in Java, we can implement easily. So even I have given in expression, I have given one logic for looping concept, right? Used card, unused card. The same scenario, you can use this Java transformation. So this particular data, I'm going to load in this way. So this way, I'm going to load it. So how to load? So for single source, so like this, I'm going to split up based on the mobile number. How many mobile numbers are there? 3 mobile numbers. I'm going to make it like a 4 mobile numbers, 4 records. So this is the use case. So how to do it? So we will do it, and then I will truncate the target table. So we will load by using the Java transformation. So if you look at here, select start from now, the table doesn't have any data. So I will take these 2 tables as source and target, go to source, take the import from database, HR, then click on connect and take the HR, the source table. I will take this table. Okay, this table is already there. I can skip this table. Okay, I can go to this target. I think the target also it's already available. So target also we have already. I have extracted this, imported this particular table. I will go to this mapping. I'll go to this create mapping m_java transformation. I will create this Java transformation. Okay, I will take the source table first. Take the source table first. Customer table, target table here. I can keep, this is my Java. So click on Java here. So it will ask, okay, please choose the Java transformation type, either passive or active. So once you have chosen, after that you cannot change. So for this scenario, we have the active. So why? Because single record in source, multiple record in target. So we choose active. So this is an active transformation now. So normally what will you do? You will drag and drop the port to here, right? So instead of that, double click on this. Normally you can drag and drop also, no issues. See, this is what the input, this is what your output. So you can keep the cursor here. You can create. So how many port you have? 4 port, or you can drag and drop. That is also fine. So keep the cursor here on the output. So create 4 targets. So what is this 3 targets or 4 targets we have to create here? I'll go to the customer ID. First one is customer ID. Second column is customer name, right? Second column is customer name. Third column is date of birth. So you can take date of birth also. The fourth column is mobile numbers. In source, we have mobile numbers. Okay, mobile numbers. Then what is the data type? Customer ID I can have as decimal. Customer name I can have it like a string, 100 characters. Date of birth I can go for decimal. Sorry, date and time. Date of birth, date and time. Mobile numbers, second string. So source we have the string. You can have it like a string, and customer ID here. So you can have, this one is output, right? So I can have O underscore customer underscore ID. This is a decimal only. You can keep this as decimal. Then this is like O underscore customer name, customer underscore name, O underscore date of birth, O underscore mobile. So mobile only, not mobile numbers. Just I will keep as mobile to understand. Okay, this is single number. So this is 100 characters. Date of birth is date and time. I can have the mobile number also string. Okay, 100 characters. After that, we will convert string into numbers. So this is what we will create this particular columns and go to the Java code. So this is the Java code actually. You can remove this code. These are all comments. So based on the column, right, we will have the full code. If you look at here, based on the columns, it will have the full code. So yeah, all the code will be created like this. Okay. So all the columns will be created like this. We will create the code here. So we have to create the code here. So that code we should know. Something like, I will give you one exercise for you, like encryption, decryption. You can try that. Okay, here I'm going to create. So first of all, I'm going to have a variable called string variable. I will take str as variable. I will store whatever the mobile numbers I'm going to give. See, whatever the mobile number I'm going to give, right? So that mobile number, I will store it here. Mobile underscore numbers. It's a string, okay? That will be stored in str, the variable. Okay, it has some tilt symbol, right? So to take the tilt symbol, I will take one temporary variable. In the temporary variable, I will store this value. String null value, and I will take the temporary variable called a temp. So, sorry, I will make a little bit. Okay, so this is temp. Then I will take delimiters, string. To store this delimiter. So what is the delimiter? I have to store. This is the delimiter, right? So this is the delimiter. So I have taken all the variables. So this can be, you can take some Java code online also. So whatever the code you want, you can take it. Say for an example, I want to store the temp equal to, these are all methods, okay? str dot string dot split. I'm going to split based on the delimiter. Okay, based on the speed delimiter, I'm just splitting that string and storing the value into the temp variable. First, I have assigned this temp variable as null. I have splitted based on the delimiter. You can assign it to delimiter and then you can split, or you can directly give the delimiter here, no issues. Then I'm going for the looping. So here I will go for loop for I equal to 0. Okay, so you have to increment, right? So I plus plus something like that. So I less than temp dot length. PNGTH length. And then I plus plus. So up to this number I will go and then I will plus plus. Okay. Then you can use open curly braces, close curly braces. Okay. So you can open and close. Java, we do not have any indentation, but in Python we have some indentation. Okay, that we need to follow. So I will map the columns. O underscore customer ID equal to customer ID from source. Customer ID. So that we will use. O underscore customer name equal to cust name. O underscore DOB equal to DOB. So these are all the columns. Direct load. So O underscore mobile, that is the target, right? O underscore mobile equal to, what is that mobile we are splitting? The temp variable we are splitted, right? So temp of I can store. So semicolon, you have to make this as a loop. For this, you have to use one method called generate row. So generate row is nothing but for each and every record, it will create a rows will be generated. Okay, so all the semicolon and everything should be fine. So once you are done with this, you have to click on compile. So compile it. It should be compiled. Okay, we are getting some error for I. So what is this I? Whether it is integer or variable, cannot find symbol, right? Either you can define here integer I, or you can initialize here itself integer I. Okay. So whenever you're going to compile, so here itself it will compile and then it will say like the compilation should be successful. Then only it will be valid. So if you want to see the full code, you can go to the full code. The Java transformation like this, it will import all the packages. Okay, here, what are needed. So public class. So within this, what is the variables? Private, public, all the methods it will be taken, classes, and it will create for each and every record. It will create like this. This is the entire code. So entire code will be created by Informatica itself. We are not going to create. So exception model also apply. Okay. Then take all the 4 columns into this one. Target also you can take from here. Control yes. It should be a valid one. Okay. You can go to the workflow manager. So just I'm creating the workflow to run the Java. So workflow Java underscore transformation. So name is already used by, okay. Java transformation 1 I will use. I will take this particular session. Java transformation. Okay. So link it. So Java transformation. This is the one, right? We have created. Double click on this. Same thing. We have to give the connections. If you have any jar file in the project, if you have any jar file, the Java executable file, then we have to mention this, the class name. Okay. So here we have to mention the jar file. So it is taking the default file, no issues. I'll apply, but in real-time project, we have to give the Java jar file here. Okay. So it should be a valid one. Now I'm going to run it. If I'm going to start workflow, it will load the data into this particular table. As of now, no data is available. It's getting loaded. It should be loaded. Okay. Succeeded. 2 records in source, 7 records in target. So 3 records for first record, 4 records for second record. So 7 records has been loaded into the target. So for this logic, just I have created like this. Okay. So I want to do some encryption, decryption for our customer table or any tables. So for employee tables, I have to create some encryption ID for product table or any tables. Accounts table, account number, the card number. I have to make the card number as encrypted key. So make this particular this scenario as some exercise. See encryption, decryption by using Java. Okay. So encryption and the decryption in Java. So you can go for any one particular code. It's something like you'll have encryption, decryption logic. Okay, some Java code will be there. So this import and all, Informatica will take care. You can have some encryption, decryption, some different logics will be there. You can take any one logic. Okay. So this is some method. So no need to go for this method. You can go for some other method. Some other method. Lot of methods will be there. Okay. Lot of methods will be there. You can go for any one method. you can use it this method. Okay. Some logic you can use. Encryption, decryption logic in Java. Something like that you can use. Some different logic will be there. Sorry. You can use any one logic, whatever the logic you need. Okay. Just to try this. If you have any questions, you can ask me. I will help you out. Or I will also do it. Okay. You try today for encryption, decryption logic. If not, I will do it. I will give you some code, example code for encryption, so that you can use that code. You can give some account table. You can go for the encryption, decryption. Clear? Okay, any doubt in the Java transformation? So if somebody else asking that question, right, you can tell them like for encryption, decryption, or encoding, decoding, something like a conversion, or this whatever we have seen in our exercises, right? Here. So this exercise also you can use Java transformation for the looping and everything. So this kind of this one. So here we can take input, all the input as one single string. Then each and every string will have some new line characters, right? So if new line characters is encountered, you can put comma here. That's all. That's very simple, right? So you can use this Java transformation to implement this particular logic also, either Java or expression. Okay, clear on this? I will send you the exercise. You try to complete that exercise. If you need, I will send you some sample code for encryption, decryption. That code you can use it. Okay, try that. Then we will go for the XML transformation. See, XML transformation, sometimes our customer will give you the XML file. They will ask us to take the data from the XML file. Okay, how to take the data from XML file and process it. Okay, say for an example, the XML transformation is an active transformation and connected transformation. Okay, it is useful to extract the data from XML file into the Informatica pipeline. Then you can process it. You can extract the data from XML file, or we can generate the XML file. So it's based on the use case. We will use this XML transformation in 3 different scenarios. One is XML source qualifier. That means if your customer is giving you the XML file, we have to read the data. We can go for the XML source qualifier. XML parser. So XML parser is nothing but if your customer is sending you the normal file, CSV file, in order to create the XML data, we have to go for the XML parser. Okay. XML generator. To generate the XML file, we have to use the XML generator. Okay. These are all the 3 different scenarios. We will use it. So I will explain. So one, and then you can try the other one. Any one you can try. Target you can try. Simple only, very simple. For this, I will take some XML file. So you consider this is my source table, source data. So definitely the data should be in XML format. So that is mandatory. If you look at here, so this is customer data. So one single. So customer, open here, close here. Okay, close here. Then inside the customer, you have the customer details. So how many customer details I have? 3 customer details. If you open this one, right? You have the customer ID, customer name. So open and close. Open tag will be there, close tag will be there. So this is the hierarchical model. So you have the hierarchical model, and then so like this you can go for n number of customer details. So all your data is coming like this. So any data you can take. Okay, any number of columns, any number of rows, but all your data is coming like XML file. So all this format So they are also having some automated process to generate this particular file. We'll go for XML transformation now. I'll go and create m_XML transformation. So source, I will pull the XML file. Go to source, import from XML definition. You have XML definition. So where is the XML file? So in the source file itself, if I have XML file, I can keep it, no issues. So here only I have. See, I will take this file, XML file, open. So this is the hierarchy file, right? Go to next. So this is hierarchy relationship. Go to finish. You will create XML source definition like this. So this is the XML file source definition. So this is the integer, string, and then integer, mobile number. You can have all the data types. Here length is defined as 11. Integer is predefined length. So you can double click on this. If you want to modify anything, you can modify it here. So customer ID, double click. You have here, okay. If you choose this, you can change the data type also. So here I have the data type, right? So what is the data type I want? I can take it, all the data type here. Either date and time, date. So all this I can take, whatever the data type you want. Okay. So all the data types. So like this, you'll be having it. Customer ID, customer name, all this. Okay. So here you will have all the hierarchy and all this you have. So this is what the XML file. You can go to the mapping. I will load the data into this particular table. I'll go to import from database. So this is a table like t_customer_XML. I have created this table. You can also create this particular table. So this is the table I have. XML. Okay. So I will truncate this table first to show you this truncate table name. I will take select start from table. Okay, here I have source. I do not have. Okay, I will go to the XML. So create m_XML_ transformation. Already created. Okay, so I will take the source XML file, target from here. See, instead of source qualifier, what is the source qualifier you are getting? XML source qualifier. You have here, look at here, XML source qualifier. Okay, whenever you have XML source, you'll be having XML source qualifier. Whenever you are having SAP, okay, SAP source, that is your application source qualifier. So whenever we have something like you want to take the data from, sorry, just a second. So this XML source qualifier for XML, the source qualifier is for normal, and application source qualifier is for SAP. So if I want to take some data from SAP, right? So we can go for, so automatically if you take SAP source, so application source qualifier will come into picture, not normal source qualifier. So it will do something like ABAP code generation, right? So for that, you have MQ is nothing but your web sphere or web service source qualifier. So some different source qualifiers are there. Based on this, we'll use. I have used XML and application source qualifier. I haven't used these two. This is what. If you look at here, this is simply like a source and target. You can connect this source and target for next level transformation also. Just I have connected that some to take the data from XML. Just I have connected. Go to this particular workflow, create workflow underscore XML underscore transformation. I can take XML transformation, double click on it, go to mapping, source. This is the XML file, right? So where we'll keep the file? Source file directory data.xml. Go to source file directory. Informatica 10.2.0 server, infra shared, SASE files. So here if I have the file, yes. So this is the file, XML file. Control C and so you make, this is the file, right? Source file. Go to target. If I have something like file on CSV file format, we have to generate the XXT file, that format. So for this, we'll use XST. So now I have executed. It should generate. So 3 records has been loaded into target. XML, read from the source and return into the target. So like this, you can go and generate the source and target. Okay, the same data is available in source XML file. So if you have the data in XML file, in order to take into Informatica, you will follow this method. Okay, clear on this? So what is this XML transformation, Java transformation? Are you clear? Okay, I will send you some exercise. So kindly practice it. If you have any doubt, ask me, okay? Okay, I will go to the next concept is called parameters and variables. So next concept is called parameters and variables. So what is this parameter and variable, right? So whenever we want to pass a value dynamically to the Informatica mapping, then either I will use parameter or the variable. So what is parameter? So parameter, so when the data has been taken, okay, throughout the runtime, the parameter value will not change. Okay, the value will not change during the runtime. Parameter value will not change during the runtime. So this is called parameter. Variable value may change during the runtime. The value I can take some value, say for an example, I'm taking value like $, something like this, $, val equal to some 5. After that, it may change. But in parameter, so throughout the session complete, dollar value equal to 5 only. Okay, so you do have seen something like some connections parameters or the session level parameters having like single dollar. Whenever you are having dollar symbol in Informatica, that represents either the parameter or variable. So either it can have single dollar or double dollar. So single dollar is like a session level parameter. You do have seen something like a dollar, some connections, right? DB connection underscore src, something like that. Have you seen this? Or a dollar PM source file directory. Have you seen like this? These are like session level parameters. Okay, dollar mapping level are the even workflow level variables or parameters we can give. Okay, param or variable. So anything is fine. Parameter, mapping level or the workflow level. Parameter, variable also. You can give the same way. Okay, we will see that parameter value in the parameter file. Then we'll go for why we are giving like this, the single dollar connection SRC, something like this. Why we are giving? Why? Because if you give hard-coded value, the connections or the source file directory and all hard-coded value, whenever it is going for other environment, we have to change every now and then. All the environment wise, we have to change it, right? So to avoid this, we are going for standard one. As the server level, we will define what is source file directory. Source file directory is nothing but, so this directory. So this is equal to this one. Okay, where it will be defined? The server level we will define. Server level, this is equal to this one. So like this, we will define. So this is what the parameter, okay, session level parameter we will define. The server level it will be taken, okay, repository level. Then in our Informatica level, if you are going for, so we'll give like a dollar symbol that we will see now. So something like it, you can say it's a system level variable, system level parameters. Okay, so I'm going to give some parameter value to the runtime. First of all, I will take one particular mapping. For this mapping, I will use this parameter and variables. Parameter I will use, variable we will see tomorrow. Okay, so parameter, I will take m_param. If you want to pass any value dynamically to the Informatica mapping, then you can use parameters. Okay, just I'm having this particular logic. Source to target, I'm just loading. Here I'm bringing the parameters. How to pass a dynamic value for the Informatica flow. I will use double click on the session transformation source qualifier. In the SQL query, I'll use some parameters. If you keep the cursor here and generate SQL, based on the source, it will generate the SQL, right? So I can go for, instead of this var class, so normally this is the same type of parameter we are using in our real-time project also. $var. $var is nothing but it's a parameter. Okay. We want to pass this $var in the runtime. If you don't pass, this will be taken as null. Then it will select all the values from the table. If you are passing the $var equal to some value, so that will be used as filter condition. $var. So in order to use this parameter, right, first we have to declare the parameter. Where can we declare? You can go to the mapping. Okay, you can go to the parameter and variables. Add new variable. Either it can be a variable or parameter. Now I will go for parameter. Parameter means during the runtime, it will not change. $var, if it is taking one value, so throughout the session run, the value will not change. String, you can go for some 100 characters or more than 1000 characters also. So this is what this expression is false. So like this, you can give all the values. They're not doing any expression here in Informatica level. So that is what we are giving. This expression is false. Give this $var, click on OK. So whatever you are going to pass in the runtime, that will be passed here. That we have defined like string. Go to workflow manager, go to workflows, create WF underscore parameter. Normally we will create all this. See, if you are going for any real-time project, right? Go and check any parameter file we have defined in session level or workflow level. How to check? So normally, how will you check the connections? You will go to mapping, source should be pointing to source, target should be pointing to target, right? So even the connection also you can have it. The connections you can check it all the connections. If you're going here connections, right? It will show you all the connections, source and target connections. Then you'll having something like a file. The files. In files and directory, you'll have the parameter file. Source file directory, log file directory, Java class path, and everything. This is the parameter file name. So this will be available in properties also. In properties, we'll be having the parameter file. Here we have to give the parameter, otherwise it will fail. So we have used parameter, right? If you haven't described it, it will fail. So you can go to the param. Two ways you can define the parameter. So one is global, other one is like this you can define. Okay, for this particular folder, for this particular workflow, for this particular session, we can use it $var. So if I'm using $var here, so var class, var salary greater than 12,000, it will not take. Why? Why? Because this is for some other folder. If you are use var here, this will be taken. Why? Because this is global. This is for global one. So this will be taken now. So I can give this parameter file here. So here only parameter file is there. So since I do not have any like this, some directory is not there. So I will go to the hardcoded directory. So what is the file name? param.txt file. The file name is case sensitive. Make sure that it's very correct. So Control S. Now I'm going to run. So what is the value it will take? What is the value it will take? Whether it will take job ID or it will take salary. So that we have to check. See here. So this is employees table, 20 records it has taken, right? That means it has applied some filter conditions. You can see here, can go to the source and it is taking the job ID equal to SH clerk. Okay, SH clerk it is taking. Clear on this? If you do not have var class here, okay, whether it will take this one, look at now, it will not take. That is for different folder, right? Different folder, different workflow. Since there is no folder, it has taken null. It is taking 107 record. Clear on this? If I want to read this particular data, then I have to go with this folder name 8 AM IST. I can go with 8 AM IST dot workflow is WF underscore parameter. Session name is S underscore M underscore parameter. Same. So now I will run it. Save. Now I will run instead of 107, it should take some different record now. Okay. That means it is taking the data from this file, right? You can give like this. So whenever you are using lookup or parameter, so Informatica will take parameter file first. Okay, all the parameters first. Then it will go for the lookup cache, building the lookup cache. Then it will go for the load the data into source from target. So that is what it will take. Okay, the order in which it will run. Parameter, then lookup, then data load. This is the order it will run. In real time, they will ask in some interviews also. Clear how to give this one? So even I can go and give connection like this. Connection also like this. $DB connection SRC equal to Oracle source. See, this connection should be created in Informatica level, that repository level. So here I will give connection as, instead of Oracle SRC, I will give use connection variable. I'll use like this, connection underscore SRC. Target, I will use like this. It should be, remember, it should be defined in repository level. So Informatica repository level. If the connection is not there, then your Informatica workflow will fail. So now it will get succeeded. We are not giving the hard-coded connection. We are giving parameterized connection. Based on that, it will run. Okay, it has executed. Connection has been executed. You can see the value, all this it will take up, that connection values. Clear on this? Any doubt? What is meant by parameter? How the parameter will be taken? How to run this values in runtime? So you remember one workflow level, $count we have created. In this master workflow, we have created $count. Is that variable or parameter? This one. Any idea? This variable or parameter?
Workflow variable.
This is the workflow variable, okay? Not a parameter. So this value will change, right? While reading the data, it's like a 2. After that, we are making like 3, like count equal to count plus 1. So this is a variable, workflow level variable, okay? Are you clear on this? So I will take the mapping level variable, that is your $variable and all tomorrow, okay? Can we have session tomorrow? Are you available?
So I am available.
Yes, Chandra.
Okay. Okay, then we will have tomorrow also, same time, we will have the session. We will complete this variable and parameter and everything. Then we'll go for lookup cache. I will explain the lookup cache and everything, okay? Then most probably we will complete all the technical part tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have we'll start with the project concept, okay? Monday, Tuesday.
So for in simple terms, this lookup cache and the functionality of lookup both are same. Different.
So in order to look up, right, Informatica will take the lookup cache into the memory. Okay, that will be taken. So the cache will be built inside the server, Informatica server. Either you can create a cache, or without creating a cache, you can directly go to the lookup table and then you can build a cache. Sorry, you can look up. That I will explain. Okay, some different type of lookup cache is available. Persistent cache, dynamic lookup cache, static lookup cache, share to catch, all this I will explain. Okay.
Okay, sir. Can we implement these all three in one, like?
Yeah. So static and dynamic we cannot
no,
implement.
Not this one.
Dynamic and persistent we can implement.
Like we have STD type 2, we have 3 versions, right? I mean,
Yeah, you can implement dynamic and persistent. We can implement one. Static and dynamic we cannot implement.
Not lookup, sir. I am asking about STD concepts. We have 3 methods to implement STD type 2, right?
Yeah.
Like version, flag, and date. Can we implement all these in a single target table?
Yeah. That's I told, right? You can implement.
Yes,
so you can take active and inactive record. Anyhow, you are going to have this flag, right?
yes.
See, whenever you are going to set inserting the record, flag make it like active. That's all, right? Say active, and also you'll make a date column version also. No issues. That we can maintain.
Okay, so got it.
But normally you'll not maintain. So why unnecessarily we are using the logic? We'll go for date method alone. But if I want to mention, we can mention it.
Okay, so got it.
Okay, so thank you. We'll stop here. We will continue next tomorrow. Thank you all.
Thank you, Tamra.